the whole screen. Oh no. Oh no. Try to restart. So I had some issues with OBS, and like my screen wasn't shared the whole time, which is fun. Well, the good news, that means that I didn't leak my npm key. But I'm going to kind of like explain what we did so far, and I'm going to kind of like start from the start. So the I have this article about kind of like how to publish a package. I wrote it kind of like 2 years ago, and I think at that time this was the best way, and this is how I was like creating all of my packages and whatnot. And the idea is that I don't want to like have too many like tools happening and whatnot. So it was easier to just have like Dino, right, and like Dino test, Dino whatever, and then just like uh, publish it to JSR. I don't know if I mentioned JSR like in this article yet, but like that would be like the 2024 edition, right? It's just like start Dino, publish it to JSR, and then just like give up. Or if you really want it, like try to publish to npm. So now I have even like simpler setup. So I've been showing how to do it all in Bun. So the idea is that like for Bun init, right, you just run Bun init. It will create kind of like stuff that is like enough for you to start. Then I'm implementing whatever the thing that I wanted. Then adding a license. Then like vibe coded kind of like tests for it, right? And now to publish to JSR, you just go to JSR. You tell it's like, hey, I'm going to publish package with this name from this repo, and it just like gives you the docs to copy. The only thing that we changed is that I like locked the JSR version, and yeah, and I'm like, hey, version 001, just push it. So what we are trying to do now is we are trying to do npm. So first I had to publish to npm manually from my computer as like a version 0, because otherwise like npm just like doesn't know that you have a package. And once you do have a package, you can create an npm token that is like scoped to that package. So you're saying like, hey, this is a token for like 30 days. It can only publish to this package, but like you can't drop down the package that like doesn't exist yet, right? That was the thing that like why we needed to push the version 0. So then we pushed version 0 um, from CI, right? Using npm like a temporary token. So the next step that we are working towards is adding the provenance. So once you set up the repo URL, you can get those like green check marks, right? That is like this. Uh, this wasn't just a package that I just had locally and just pushed it, right? This was a package that was running in like this CI. This is the shell of the thing and whatnot. So it doesn't like secure you for anything, right? Like you can publish, how to say it? Like once you have like provenance in, you can then just publish from your computer anyway. But maybe for like some security tool or whatever, you can make it so it's like, oh, if there was a package that was like with provenance and then they published without, like don't install that version or whatever, right? Like that's something that you can like kind of like build in your org or whatever, but it doesn't like necessarily like protect you from everything. But anyway, so we did like a local version. We did the npm publish from CI. So now we push the version that has provenance. So the next step is the OIDC stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to say that I want to publish from GitHub Action. So GitHub that's hosted on JLarky, and it's called is spooky. This is the sort of stuff I'm like, oh, maybe it's like JLarky like that, not JLarky like that. Like, is that why it doesn't work? Oh, so annoying. Okay, so then I almost want to do like this thing, right? So like when we published it, the checkmarked one, right, it has all this information, right? So it has the kind of like the user, right? So like repo is this thing, this thing is the user, this thing is the name, right? So then it's like workflow file name, right? Which is this. Environment name. I don't have an environment name, and it's an optional thing. So we will try to figure that out as well. So yeah. So this one is I don't know why it's not default. It's just crazy. I just created that package, right? Like who prevented you from just like setting a proper thing? Okay. Yes. So set up connection. Save this thing. Where do you save it? This one? Okay. Okay, so we set up the thing. So now the idea is that once you I close the thing again. npm OIDC. Okay. This one. Okay. So now that we configured everything, we should be able to go to CI, and we should be able to check out, setup node. Do we have all of that stuff? Check out, setup node. Install latest. Yeah, I don't know if we like need to do that actually, kind of like in CI. But I guess couldn't hurt. Okay, so we installed the thing. We don't need the build, we don't need the test, we just need to publish. Okay, so now the permissions. So important is ID token right. Okay, do we have any permissions right now? Right, so we have content read and ID token right. I think that's fine. Okay. Actually, I needed to like okay. I need to get that thing into main. I kind of like don't like the name, of course. We're going to rename it as what was the name? The other one? Publish to npm, right? Publish to npm with where does it? Provenance flag. Okay. That was that. So now we push this. I should have like made a proper name right away. Maybe I can use that for like article version of this. Okay. Right. So this one is going to be published to npm without npm token. Okay. Right. So that's the idea. We're going to change the package. All right. Is OIDC. We are going to change the how we publish. So we don't do node auth anymore. Only tags. What this one is? Oh, that's GitLab. I was like, this this doesn't look like the right syntax. Okay, this one. So the only difference is that now we don't have the now we don't have we keep the tag stuff for now until we push the like real version. We have the access public and provenance because like why not? Maybe we should have used like a more modern node. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay, so now this is the idea, right? Is that newer? Oh, I shouldn't have to remove this part. Oops. Right. So add latest npm, which is again kind of like not great security wise. What is even latest npm? 11.4. Yeah, I will just put like a better to have like a random number than just like anything. Okay. Well, let's push it. Oh, I forgot to make. No, I didn't forget. I need to change the version, right? Like it needs to happen. The version needs to be different, otherwise it can't do the publish. Okay. Let's try to not close anything. Let's go to the publish. No, this npm install will go forever. Okay, and this is where I have been for a while. Yeah. Okay, so signing provenance, blah blah blah, not found. The package not found, right? Like, how did you not find the package? And it's funny that like it actually like you can see you can see that the thing exists. Yeah. Okay. So we have a package. We have tags. We have versions. Yeah. So yeah. If that worked, if that would have worked, the idea is that like we can get rid of the npm token, right? And without having a token, you can't kind of like steal it. You can still like, if you can run like CI for someone else, right? You can still kind of like, well, there's nothing to steal. I can just like run on their CI or whatever. There are kind of like some attacks that work like that, right? But kind of like more importantly is like, if I had if I already have access to CI, right? I might have like a read-only access, and I might just like kind of like read that token and like and put it to log somewhere. But the next step that you do is you do like environment, right? You say like, oh, I don't remember what's the syntax, but like you can say that like this job will run in production environment. So like you can push the version 0, for example. Like every PR can publish like a version 0, like as a PR preview, but for like real release, right? You can set up environment, and you can set up as like, oh, only like those 3 maintainers can run in production environment. Everyone else can run like everything else, but like for production, like we need this one to be approved or whatever. And I'm not going to be setting up this because I'm already like an hour. Well, if I cut the YouTube video, then it's going to be only 15 minutes. So, but I've been streaming for an hour and 15. So, okay. So, not great, but something. How do we fix that? Right. I'm going to say we're going to like vibe code it. we're going to turn on like the big guns. We're going to turn some like real model, and we say, oops, I just tried to publish my npm with OIDC, and we'll need like this thing as well. And we'll need I don't know if I want to like overload the context right now, but like I'm technically I need to do this as well. Okay, so okay, here is my provenance log from a previous run that worked. Okay. Yeah. What am I doing wrong? I'm pushing a package. I know that the provenance works kind of like on its own. I know that I can push from CI with a token. Why doesn't it work with OIDC? And like, what is the difference with this one, for example, right? So publish the thing on push, permissions, write, read, Ubuntu latest, checkout, node setup, even the like the same versions, the same registry. We installed the like the latest npm, which might be not latest. I'm like willing to try that, I guess, in the meanwhile, because that was like more like a security thing. I can still just push it and just see if that makes any difference. Yeah. The other thing that I was thinking is that I can probably just like grab app things and just see oh, it's not, it's like YAML, right? It's all of them are like Python. I need to filter Python somehow. Tab trapped. Okay. See. Let's see if that one has something. Yeah, this is NX release. Tech canary. npm config provenance. Yeah, I'm passing the tag, right? Like I'm passing the like dash provenance. So you know that like no one uses keyboard at key cursor because like there's no way to press with a keyboard this continue button, right? It's just sad. Okay, well we found something. Let's see how much we can find. Because it's like I'm just like expecting something that is like, oh, like it should have been like this, right? Or it should have been like is underscore spooky. Like I'm expecting something kind of like just like buggy on the, or like here, right? I'm just expecting something buggy on the npm side. Like I don't think like I'm doing anything wrong. Yeah. Okay, so in the meanwhile, I'm just going to click around some of the steps and just like see if they have any of the provenance stuff. Okay, this sounds promising. TypeScript SDK. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's I don't think it's going to do it, but uh, let's just look at what it is. Okay, on push on release, concurrency. None of this is different. Well, older node version, right? So that's just build, and this one's probably needs build so that like they know that it's working, and they can set like the permissions just on the publish thing, but not on the thing. Okay. Oh, so they run. Oh, I see. So they run build and everything, but publish only on release. That makes sense. Okay, this one is not using OIDC. That's unfortunate. The other thing I was thinking, if I can just go to GitHub and just do something like added OIDC and just try to find PRs. That's kind of like my goal, but I just want to find the ones that actually merged. Because sure, I can also create a PR, but how do I find the one that's merged? Do they have like a? Well, they have closed. I don't know if they closed this. Yes. Okay. Um, and how many of them are like npms? Oh, you see, it's like this is the sort of stuff. This is the sort of stuff like I expect to go wrong. Okay, so in their package.json. Okay, this is a good idea. Okay, I like my idea of just finding the ones that actually were merged. uh, and just see what kind of like stuff they had to deal with. Okay, so someone is updating npm. It's like, why not? We should try it. Right. So they removed their node token. Okay. So okay. Oh, I forgot to check this thing first. Yeah. So what was the version of npm that it installed? Um, right. So oh wait, did it work? Did I do that whole rant on like in vain? Wait, wait. Wait. Did it just work? Did I just waste my time? Oh, IDC. It's there. Oh my god. Okay, what did our intellect say? I checked. It's set up correctly. Yeah, thanks. Okay. The thing. Okay. Okay. It worked. Okay. What are we doing? What are we doing? Why did it work? So I need to merge this one, right? Because it worked. Okay. So now, now I want to go back to the branch and find how to do it correctly. So, look npm, right? So that's the goal, and right. So they did the environment thing, right? Which I was saying that like, well, that's a way to like to make sure that that's actually like secure and whatnot. So who was that? It wasn't this, and wasn't this. Wait, what? Where is it? Not this one. This one. And var, no. Right, so they have separate jobs for, yeah, so this one. So TypeScript SDK. So that's the one. Yeah, we'll probably like add it to comments and stuff. So that's the one that actually seem to be working, and they have like the publish setup. So we need to do something that is like not on a pull request, but on like a release. Okay, I can't find it. Publish. Right, that didn't work. Okay, so it was main. It was workflows main. Okay, funny, it doesn't even have the name. Okay, so pull request, pull request, pull request. Where do you have release? Okay, it's a release. Okay. Right. You see that like someone had to like approve it for the release to happen. So and that also means that they have the deployments. Yeah. So like they have the release kind of like thing. So like everything that was published is like here. Okay, cool. Good job, TypeScript SDK. Okay, so we don't need that anymore. Our goal right now is to figure out kind of like what exactly went wrong with the npm thing. So what I actually want to see is that I will install something like Node 24, which is like LTS in like two weeks or whatever. And then maybe I don't need to do the thing, right? So that's my big hope, is that it's actually not lock npm, I guess. It's like Node 24. That's the goal. Okay. So publish to npm with a recent version of Node. Okay. Let's run it, and let's see if it did anything. So we want to do this one. Okay. This is like this is for the first time ever I've seen this work, so I can't contain my excitement. Okay, and I also need to like stop the stream. Okay, I need to update my notes. Okay, so now we did the provenance. This requires to set repo URL in the package.json. And apart from that, I think that was it. Now we do real publishing without no npm token. So for this one, we do the same command. We configure. We go to like our settings. OIDC repo name, workflow name, and preferably the environment. Okay. And we make sure we use the latest npm or Node. Okay. I think that's it. I think that it did work. Obviously I didn't push the real version yet. I'm curious if I should try that. Right. So I want to do. Oh yeah. The tricky part right now is like that package doesn't actually work. So if I go to just like thing and just like npm install is spooky, and then I like npm node modules is spooky index.ts, right? That will work. Oh, it's not npm node, right? Unsupported nodule. Wait, what? What are we talking about? Unsupported non-module type stripping. Why? Okay, under node modules. Yeah. So like if I copy it, it will work. But if I do something like import is spooky, right? Well, I guess it's this import, right? It's not going to run because it doesn't know how to run it doesn't know how to run TypeScript files. Oh, right now it's saying it's looking for index.js. That's interesting. So where do you get that idea, right? It's like it's index.ts. um, oh, right. So like I'm in like in modules setup and all that stuff, but it just like it doesn't know how to do is like TypeScript files, which is again like it worked when we were doing JSR, but like this package is like it doesn't have the content that like works yet. So so I don't want to do like a real release of it anyway. So to do like a real release, so what I have been doing is that I will have like a random folder. I will install JSR version of the package in npm. I will go to that like node modules folder, and from that folder I will publish it to okay, I'm like confused myself. So let's do like to do on releases push to JSR, create temp folder, install JSR package there, cd node modules is spooky, then npm publish from there. So because the JSR version of the package is going to have it's going to have the compiled JavaScript, you can like do that, and then it works in Node. But you also need to like configure npm ignore here. And I think there's also like a couple of like flags that JSR doesn't like set. So npm ignore and package.json here. So this is where I like have a script that kind of like does that. Oh, I can actually show it to you. Oh, what? Okay, so workflows. That's something npm. Right. So it's all like a bit like hidden from you. The part that is like doing that is this like clone to npm script. So it will do the thing, and it will output to like the npm folder, and from npm folder that's where I'm like trying to publish. So the script is here. Yes, so this is where I'm doing things. So I'm creating like a folder. I'm installing it first. Where is it? Yes. So I'm installing the package. So I'm copying that like content into the npm folder so that like the other thing can use. And this is where I'm like overriding the like all this stuff, right? It's like its name is this, the repo is this, the like the I guess we know now that like this is not required, right? So so the package it only needs the repo, it only needs the URL, right? Which I guess this one has a git, so maybe like the URL is wrong for mine, but yeah, we'll know soon enough. So that's going to be it for the stream. I think I pushed everything that I have. Right. Well, I need to now. I need to like pull that one in. Yeah. So I pushed everything into the repo. It does work. We have the technology. So now for the full kind of like article, right? I will need to go into that kind of like writing like this script. And I'm using Bun, which is again like that's kind of like the name of the the name of the game, right? Like what I'm trying to do here. So there is obviously a limitation. So you can't push everything to GSR. So you can push almost everything, but not completely everything. Oh, and I wanna. Well, okay, but anyway, so there are some like limitations on the stuff that you can do, and there are like just like annoyances, right? It will say, oh, like you're trying to you're like exporting a function, but like you're not specifying the type, right? Or you're like doing this and that. So there are like some things that they're like just like annoying about, but there are also like features that will like kind of like break. So I think one of those is like the dynamic imports. So if you have like a code that looks like kind of like I don't know, something like this. So you have like you have like a string, and then you like import string, right? Like this, I don't think this works in Dino or JSR. I don't remember which one of them fails, but like it doesn't know how to compile it sometimes, and I never really got into those troubles. But like I was reading about like stuff that's like, oh, sometimes you can like write your thing on JSR so it doesn't work anymore. I haven't seen that myself. Uh, Maybe I was just like writing like more simpler packages and whatnot. But there are some things where uh, basically like we are not doing like npm install, npm build, right? Like this is the argument for like, well, maybe you don't do all of this stuff that like I'm doing, right? Maybe you just do the stuff where for like npm build you actually run some sort of like ts up, ts down, whatever is called these days, right? And you skip the JSR thing, and then it's like, well, maybe then you don't need the JSR, right? The tricky part, like with GSR, is that what you do is like transitive dependencies, right? So let's say I've built a package, JSR package that depends on Node, and now I want to build like a Node package that depends on JSR, and it's like, well, too bad. Like it's not going to work, or like it's going to work only like in PNPM or something like that. So this is the stuff you have to be kind of like worried about or whatever. And then if you're like, oh well, I want JSR package to import JSR dependencies, but I want like Node package to import Node dependencies, then like your script is like getting bigger and bigger, right? Like you need to do more rewrites. But what I'm saying here is that we are almost there of the idea that I can just create like index.ts file and I can just publish it. The two big hurdles in that thing are npm. npm is just bad, it's broken, it's not good. Hey, you've seen how long it took for us to like to configure it, and you have to jump through a bunch of hoops. And again, like for people who are like publishing, I'm just like imagining if I'm a guy who like publishes like 500 packages, and like I'm seeing all the changes, is like, oh yeah, configure OIDC stuff, and I'm like, I guess I'm not just publishing any any new versions of this thing anymore. I will do something easier, right? It's like, well, again, like I'm proposing just publish it to JSR. But the other thing is Node, right? Is it like, well, I can do like Node run of the thing, right? But like I can't do it in the Node folder, and it's like, why? Can I pass some sort of flag to force it? Because like I wanna, like why not? You have the technology. Like why am I jumping through hoops to kind of like to get around it? Yeah. So it just Node thing, right? Like we just need Node to be not as bad. And again, like there was progress. Like since those years when I was starting to write this, like the setup is much easier, right? Like the whatever the thing that I'm going to do here, I'm like thinking that that's going to be like much easier than the DNT setup, right? But I think DNT still makes sense. I think the like the TS up, TS down still makes sense. But yeah, I want to be in the future. I want to be where you can just like publish publish things. Okay, that's going to be it for today. Yeah, thanks everyone. I will try to put all the links and whatnot, and yeah, depending on when you're seeing it, you either seeing like the whole 2-hour version where I didn't have my screen sharing on, or you're looking at like the more like a 50-minute version where I do have screen, but I'm talking about stuff that I did off screen.